But yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah, I don't like the cookie. Nah. I got nothing against the cookie, but you know.
When you can't get better, why not?
Yeah.
If it's there available for you.
That's why I'm smoking.
Shit, all day, every motherfucking day. All right, well, we're gonna get started, bro.
All right.
All right. Hey everyone, how you doing this evening? First off, I would like to thank everybody for tuning in today to the Keep On Pushing interview series. It's your boy Rio. A good Sunday evening, just doing what we do. You could be listening to anybody else, but you're not. You're listening to me, and I thank you for that. Second, I would like to thank my guest for coming today, Charleston, South Carolina super producer, Mr. Baby Breeze. Thank you for coming to the Keep On Pushing interview series. Appreciate you coming out.
Most definitely, man. I appreciate y'all.
And today, we're going to talk about some things, and hopefully we educate some, and then, just have a good time with it.
Right.
So out the gate, I'm going to ask some more generic questions, and then we'll get deeper into the politics of the music game. So, how did the name Baby Breeze come about?
That came from my father, man. My father, he used to dance a lot. Like, what I'm saying? I hear stories about him all the time, like how he just been to, the Raw's dancer, and they used to call him Savannah Breeze, And then I got an older brother, his name, Barcelini Breeze, so they call him Breeze too, and shit. I've been the baby of the son, so they just call me Baby Breeze. Like my big homies and stuff like that used to call me Baby Breeze, man.
All right. So when you say dancing, your father dance, what type of dance? Like ballroom dancing or just?
No, like how MC Hammer?
Yeah.
That type of dance.
Choreographed hip hop dance.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Your voice even crazy. You know what I'm saying? I done seen him dance though. You know what I'm saying? He dance, got some moves. You know what I'm saying? But. That's where he came from.
He's from this area?
He's from Mount Pleasant. No, he's from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
And that kind of leads into the next question I got. Where were you born and raised at?
Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Yeah.
I don't want to age you, but can you give like a decade, 80s, 90s, maybe?
Oh yeah, 87.
87?
Yeah, 87.
All right. What was home life like coming up?
Man, it was just mama working, you know what I'm saying? I'm cooking up beats and just living a regular life, shit. Going outside with the cousins and the family, you know what I'm saying? I'm real family oriented, so I grew up around my first cousins. Everybody used to go to their grandmama house, you know what I'm saying? All us used to be there just chilling and kicking it, so, I always had, mom, grandma, family, uncles, aunties, you know what I'm saying? I always had family around me, so.
Big extended family? I mean, not extended, big family?
Yeah, I got a big family on both sides. I got big family on both sides, man. Like, my mama's side, it's like 8. I got 8 grandma, grand aunts, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
8, 7 of them boys. And on the other side, I got the same amount. It's crazy, the same amount. It's like 8 to 7.
Is everybody coming from South Carolina, like the base?
Yeah, we got family in New York too, though. Like we got family in New York and probably some other places I ain't sure about, but I know for sure we got family in New York.
Where that kind of sound like me. All of my family originated in Alvin. Then you have some that migrate up north.
Yeah,
and that's pretty much how I go. So
yeah,
black people, we all over this bitch, man. What schools did you go to?
Elementary, I went to Jenny Moore. Middle school, went to Lang Middle School. High school, I went to Wando and Clark Academy on James Island. Yeah, them the schools right there I've been to.
Okay, so what's Clark Academy?
It's a little alternative school. When you get in trouble and, you know what I'm saying, they give you a little second chance to complete your work there.
Oh, so you was whooping niggas' ass in Wando there and get you up out of there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit happens.
Yeah,
man,
when you're younger, you're younger, you got a whole different type of life, man. You doing stuff and ain't thinking,
But you made it out. Bro.
Yeah, for sure.
What was the academy again?
Clark Academy.
What was that like? I mean, was it military like?
No, it just been like a regular school with people who got in trouble, and they're like, hey, if you complete this and you go ahead, you can go on to the next grade or what's, you know what I'm saying? It's so it just been a bunch of ostracized. They're doing everybody inside of that you see, you know that they come from being in something that happened for you to be inside the school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you participate in any like school activities?
I used to be on a basketball team.
Basketball?
Yeah, basketball been my thing. If I ain't been doing producing, I would have tried to be like a basketball player. Like, been on the team, made the team all the time.
What position?
A point guard.
Point?
Mm-hmm.
Wando?
Yeah, Wando.
All right.
And in middle school and in Lang, I've been on the basketball team then too. Like, I've been making beats since I've been like 8 years old, but I've been always making beats and playing basketball. Like, I've been always doing them two things.
So with the basketball thing, did you were you involved in like the AAU type camps and summer camps and things like that?
Nah, I just been playing for the school.
For the school?
Yeah, I just always had played for the school.
Word.
Them beats just overpowered it. It just overpowered it because I've been rapping too, man, and I had a little momentum with the raps, and I, you know what I'm saying, I had a whole group, you know what I'm saying, with my brothers and stuff like that called Gorilla Mafia, and we've been going crazy. So the basketball dream was there, but I've been getting all the notoriety and the attention and stuff from the beats.
So did any of the basketball playing translate to the music? Like, is there anything that you could relate from you playing basketball that you can relate to you making beats and music?
Practice. Yeah, practice. Whatever you want to do in life, you gotta practice that shit. You could be talented at something, but you still gotta practice. Like, even the greatest is still practice. Like my boy Steph Curry, he still go to the gym. He shoot threes every single day. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta practice. So I can convert that from there to there.
Word. Okay, so what got you into production? Matter of fact, what got you into what inspired you to like music in general?
Man, it's just like a feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like I always loved it, but you know what I'm saying, I got an older brother. My older brother been in. He about 4 years, 5 years older than me. So you know what I'm saying. He used to bring home like the BG Chocolate Cities and the No Limit and the Cash Money and all that. So I used to listen to that and I used to mimic their beats. You know what I'm saying. I've been young as a fool. You know what I'm saying. I just used to mimic the beats. I tell my mom I wanted to go to the studio. You know what I'm saying. She found the studio, Twin D Studios, my first studio I went to. And it just went from there. She bought me a keyboard. She bought me a keyboard for Christmas or my birthday or something. I can't remember what it was. But either way, she bought me that, and I just went crazy ever since I did it.
Was your mother a musician?
Mm-hmm. She just know what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? She just supported it. She just was behind it. You know, I don't think she thought that I would be doing it now when she bought it. It just was something that I wanted as a gift. You know?
So, are there any other musicians in the family?
Yeah, like my brother rap. You know what I'm saying? I got cousins that rap. I got people who rap, but you know, we don't got nobody who took it all the way to the top yet. You know.
No R&B singers or jazz singers.
Yeah, I got cousins that can sing real good. Like my female cousins, I swear to God, they can sing real good. I promise you.
Okay, I'm just asking because you know.
No,
that's the DNA with a musical DNA coming from that makes up Baby Breeze. You know, somebody like that. How would you describe your sound?
Man, I describe my sound as authentic because authentic, and it kind of could be. It could be all over the place sometimes, but not all over the place like in a crazy way. Like it just all fit together. And you can do it sounding like me, but it ain't gonna be a full Baby Breeze beat. Like I just feel like it's super authentic, like for real.
Word. So what did you make your first beat on?
A little beat machine, man. I jumped on. It was green, man. I think it was like a Panasonic or something, man. I can't remember what it was, man. But I made that on that. And then in school, when I used to go to school, they had a thing called Hammerhead Workstation on the computer. So when I used to go to the library, I used to sneak on the I downloaded the little Hammerhead. I used to be making beats. Tell my homeboy, hey, check this beat out. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to do that all the time, man. I just forgot about that until it's now when you ask me that,
right?
Man. For real.
So you say that you start. you stated that you started making beats at 8.
Yeah, I've been 8 years old.
What inspired that? I was like, your brother just
Yeah,
was
cause he bringing in the music, and I already was into the rapping, so I always was trying to rap. But shit, I ain't had no money for nobody to buy no beats.
Right.
So I've been like, shit, let me make my own beats. Like I'll make my own beat and rap to my own beat, and I just always did that.
Did you do that like? Did he know, or was this something that you did behind his back, and then you showed him like, "Hey, this is what I was doing, big bro"?
No, he seen me doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cause he rap too. You know what I'm saying? He seen me do it. He always been behind me too. He always been rooting for me. Like he ain't never shot it down. Like, hey, bruh, do something else. Or you know, he always kept that support.
All right. Okay, so now I want to get into some of the nitty grit of the actual production game. But to start with, let's get a rundown of some of your credentials, some of the artists you done worked with in the city, out the city, just letting them know that why you can say what you're about to say.
I done work with everybody in the city, man, from back in the days, our era with Prime Time and Digger, Mix Out Boys, you know what I'm saying, Guerrilla Mafia, like that whole era, Molly Malls, you know what I'm saying, all them boys. I done shout out to all them boys. Like I done work with all of them. I got tracks with Saucy Santana, the Walk 'Em Like a Dog record. You know what I'm saying? I produced that with bro Zach on the track. I got BRS Cash and Mulatto on the Cash App record. I got my boy Batter TD. He got my boy Dusty Lil King on the record. You know, Rapper Band OG. I done did work with him. There's a lot of cats, man. I'm trying to think of them off the top of my head right now. But
Hey, I already know that you're not going to be able to name all of them. I just wanted to give a quick rundown for any artist that he excluded or didn't name. Apologies, I put him on the spot. He's just giving a quick synopsis of what he done did. But I just wanted to give the people, you know, a resume of what you done, because when I start asking these questions, it's like, who is this guy?
Get your lighter bit up? My bad.
Hey, you good.
Yeah, yeah, I mean to cut you off. Shit.
So, what started you in the music business side of it? I know, you know, everybody has the love for music, but at some point it turns from being a hobby or a love to actual, hey, I'm going to invest money, dollars, times into building up. For you, it would be a production company. When did that happen?
Man, when I used to go to work, man, like every single time I used to go to work, I have a job, but then I end up not working. Like I have something come up, like every single time, man. Like and it left me in a spot. Like, are you gonna jump off the porch and see you all about that, or are you gonna go back to work and then try to make it happen? Because I done been in situations where it been like, bro, you have to quit your job if you about to do this. Like if you really trying to do this shit, you gotta sacrifice. You know, not nothing against nobody who got a job and they make beats. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? There's totally nothing wrong with that. But I just had to make that sacrifice. Just like I can get up and work for them boys for 9 hours, I can get up and make beats for 9 hours straight. Just, you know what I'm saying? And it gonna make sense at the end of the day. If you do it like that, you will make money from that, bro. If you know.
And speaking of the money, how does a producer get paid?
Man, a producer can get paid a lot of different ways. He can get paid by royalties, you know what I'm saying? He could go create a BeatStars and put his beats up online and have beat licenses to his beats. You can have 3 different type of licensing, like a basic lease, a premium lease, and an unlimited lease. You know what I'm saying? So he can do that. He can mix other producers' beats. He can mix vocals. You know what I'm saying? Mix down people's songs and stuff like that. Like it's a lot of ways that they can just make loops and send loops out and get on other people's records. Like it's a lot of ways that you can make money as a producer. You can sell merch, all that.
What would be the difference between a producer and an executive producer?
I mean, an executive producer doing most of the work on the album. You know what I'm saying? Like if you come out with a CD and I did like 5, 6, 7 of your tracks and you got like 7 tracks, I executive produced that. You know what I'm saying? I put in a lot of input on that. I help you with this, help you with that.
You pretty much the overseer of the project.
You know.
And a producer is probably somebody who just come in, you know, here and there, beat here and there, add some input here and there.
Yeah, if I got like one placement on your record, you got a CD, or you got like 15 songs, and I just on one of them, I produced that record, but I ain't executive produced the CD.
Word. Can you explain to the people what a placement is?
A placement is when an artist selects one of your beats and they release them.
How do you get your music to the artist for them to select?
You got a different dive, man. You got a network. You definitely got a network. You can see it can happen all types of ways. I done put out beats on YouTube and then got placements from me just putting it up on YouTube. I've met people who led me to other people to lead me to the placement, you know?
Right.
So it's all kind of ways, man.
How do you protect your music?
You got a copyright, man, and have an entertainment lawyer. An entertainment lawyer is one of your best investments, man. Any type of business.
Can you expand on the entertainment lawyer just a little bit? At what level would you advise someone to get a level? I mean, I wouldn't. This is me speaking. Would you advise a beginner, somebody who just now learning how to get Fruity Loops, to get an entertainment lawyer? Wouldn't that be something, a little bit more down the line once you done establish yourself more as a?
Anytime that paperwork come your way, and you just start out and you happen to get a placement the next day you got Fruity Loops, you need an entertainment lawyer.
Dig
automatically.
Dig it. I dig it. Word. I feel where you coming from. What are some of your musical influences?
Well, my boy Manny Fresh, for sure. That's like my dog right there, I look up to a lot of his beats. He's one of my favorite producers. 3 6 Mafia. And I like the Drama Boys. Even in today's time, I rock with the Metro, the South Side, the Wheezies, all them boys. I rock with all of them. But they all influence me. They all influence me, from the new school and the old school producers still influence me.
So, I mean, do you listen to a lot of instrumentals, or do you listen to niggas rapping over the beats? Like, is it, because as a rapper, as me being an MC, I don't necessarily listen to the instrument. I'm listening to the lyrics. So that's what I'm listening for. Do you gravitate more towards listening towards a beat, or is it, a different type of experience for you?
I listen to it for the vibe. The lyrics could be trash, and the song can have a hard vibe to it. I know it don't sound like it don't make sense, because how can something be trash and hard at the same time? But that's just how it is. That vibe. I listen for vibe, man. But the beat for sure too. I love it. I love when the beat come on now. But I listen to it for vibe.
Word. Do you play any instruments?
I know how to play on the keyboard, play the little piano type thing.
Keyboard, piano.
Yeah.
The self-taught?
Yeah, I self-taught myself.
Basically, the whole production thing just...
Yeah, I self-taught myself. I was mimicking Manny Fresh and DJ Paul and UCJ Beats. I would put on the, back then they had the little tape recorder thing. I would record their song, you know what I'm saying? And I would mimic it. I would pop in them boys' CD and mimic every beat on the CD. And that just kind of carved my sound. And I had older cousins and homeboys, you know what I'm saying, like BB Slim and Jay Gotti them and Big Hoove and all of them boys.
Right.
Twin D, them boys been killing that junk too. So I used to look after them boys too, like all of that junk helped carve your sound, man. Because when you're hungry for something and you trying to get to the top and you let it do it, you gonna take pieces of all of the game. Like, everybody got different game. Everybody knows something different. Everybody unique and different in their own way. So you gotta take bits and pieces of that,
So was that hanging around, other producers like Slim, Twin, etc.? Was that you watching them make a beat, or just like having conversations with them, building and networking?
Man, I've been in the studio. They've been cooking out for other artists.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They've been cooking out for other artists. I would be in the vicinity, but of course I would converse with them boys, you know what I'm saying? But them boys was cooking out, working, and that junk was motivated.
Yeah, and you sitting there just soaking up the game.
Yeah,
Word. So how would you describe the Carolina music scene?
I feel like it's two different sides, honestly, man. I kind of in the middle of it, man. I like the new era and I like the old era, but the old era just seemed like it had more when it had like I said the Molly Miles, the Dino, the Taylor, the Harlem Boy. You know, it just seemed a little bit different than what it is now. Like right now, you know, we got all of the Long Money, the Low Boss, and all them boy too, and I love them boy too, man. So I think, you know, we just gotta bring that Geechee and make it look cool.
I don't think that there's been like a regression in the quality of music. If anything, the music has gotten better from the times of, you know, Taylor to now. I just think that the environment that the newer artists is having to come up in is a little bit more harsh to just development. You know, the people in our town, in our city, they want a finished product. And instead of growing with the artists like how we did when we was younger, we grew with Dino, we grew with Taylor. They're not really trying to give these new guys a chance, man. That's just my opinion.
I mean, you gotta give them a chance.
Gotta give them a shot to grow, you know.
That's like that Ice-T Soulja Boy shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't shut down on them boy, man. I embrace it. I all with it, man. Like, that's why I say I loving what I see, man.
And you know, the older dudes, we gotta get up off that shit, man. It's we done told our story. It's our time. We don't have to quit telling our story, but we have to let the younger kids get what they gotta get off of their chest, man, because what they going through is just as relevant to what the hell we going through, no matter how it's discussed or put through the music. And I think that we kind of missing that.
The boy play a big part, man. Even with my kids, man. Like if I ride in the car and I listen to something, and my daughter or my son be like, man, that song whack, or yeah, daddy, that's it right there, or that beat right there, like that beat right there is the one. I take them boy opinion into consideration, like, and I run with that because they got the new ear.
Yeah, and that's like you were saying, that's the future. That's what's going to be the next group of hip hop. I do the same thing too. I sit there and listen to my turn, what they listen to. And sometimes I smile when I hear my son play some like older type shit.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, okay, that come from me. Right, he ain't all the way full up out here, but it's all good. Goddamn. What are you using for your production now? Meaning like beat machine type. You know, what's the equipment that you're using to cook up the classics?
All right, check them out. So at first, when I first started making beats, it was on the drum machine. Then I moved to the MPC and the Triton together, you know what I'm saying? And then I went digital. I got on the Fruity Loops. I've been on the Fruity Loops for so long, but this year right here, I happened to get me an MPC, and I got Pro Tools and all that now. So now I can go digital, and I'm gonna go like that, and I'm gonna just blend it all together.
Do you have a preference?
No, it's a different feel for both. It's a different when I'm on FL. It's a different feel than me being on the MPC. And it's a whole different sound, even sonically. It sounds different. Yeah, so I'm gonna get back into the swing of that, but FL Studio for sure right now.
Word. Okay, so a little while ago, we was talking about getting, as a producer, getting the music out there, and you brought up BeatStars. And I was going to ask you a question. Do you advise producers to use sites like BeatStars or SoundClick as opposed to more of a direct to marketing approach to getting their music in artists' hands?
Yeah, BeatStars for sure. You would want to put your beat somewhere where the artists are look at to make the money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I be where all the artists is at? The artists are looking on BeatStars for beats. That's where they go to. When you go on YouTube and you look at you hear a beat that you like, and you look in the description, I guarantee you it's going to either say BeatStars or it's going to say Airbit or something like that.
Right. Not trying to get into your personal business, but are the beat splits good with sites like that? Like, are they treating the producers right?
Yeah, they treating us real right. Like, they even got publishing. BeatStars even got publishing. Like your music publishing, you can go through them, and they partner with Sony, so you got both of them together. Like they treat you right. You can split your if I do a beat, say me and you do beat right now, we can go in there, split it down 50-50. You got anybody else on the record that owes something, you can split it down 50-50. BeatStars will give you your money, shoot it straight to your PayPal. You gonna get a notification on your phone. It be 3 o'clock at night, 4 o'clock. You waking up in the morning. You got notifications that you just leave some beats on BeatStars. You know what I'm saying? That junk crazy, man.
The residual income.
Yeah, residual income.
Making that money while you sleep. Shit. So have you ever been a rapper or a singer?
No, I've been a rapper.
Rapper.
I used to rap. That's why I started even making beats, because I've been rapping.
What made you stop rapping?
I just toned down and on the beats. Everybody asks me why I stopped rapping. I don't know, man. I just stopped doing it. I just was focused in on the beats, like learning how to mix and master and doing all of that. But who is to say I'll never drop something again, you know? But right now, I just had toned down on the beats, trying to get that straight.
Tenfold. So, what would be the difference in the approach to the music business from an artist standpoint as opposed to a producer standpoint? Like, what are some of the similarities and some of the differences that you have to take to get ahead in this game?
I mean, as an artist, I feel like you should have to. Your main thing would be to do is to build a fan base. It don't matter how you gotta build it, but you build a fan base, because your fan base is definitely gonna bring you the money. Like, they're gonna give you the attention that you're looking for your record, for you to blow up. You got a strong following. Like, think about it on social media. If I really got a strong following and I put out a record or something, it's gonna go crazy, you know. And
right.
It sounds decent, it's gonna go crazy. Just like Saucy Santana, he had a huge following on social media, and he can make his record pop, you know. So for an artist, I would say that, and for a producer, I would say the dude you gotta do to get your beats into the hands of the right people. That's working, that's gonna do something. Like somebody who got notoriety, you get a placement with them. If you could build off of that, like if you go get you a publicist, get inside some magazines and stuff like that about the record that's coming out as a big record, you help blow your own self up. Like, you just gotta be transparent with people, man, and try to build that fan base. Even as a producer, you have to build a fan base. You gotta build people who like your beats.
Right.
You gotta build that fan base, man. Fan base equal to Cheney.
And that's on both sides of the coin. You need a fan base. Fan base equals money.
Yeah. Plain and simple, man.
Plain and simple. Fan base equals money. You gotta get out there and get on your grind and get to it. What's the future for Baby Breeze?
Man, the future for me, man, I'm gonna get on Billboard. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm gonna try to get a number one. I'm gonna keep putting out records. I'm gonna keep doing what I want. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make it to the top. And once I do make it to the top, I'm gonna be chilling, man. That's when I gonna really relax. You know, because I don't really do nothing right now. I don't really go out too much. You know, I just constantly making beats, trying to get that one, because you never know which one is that one. But if you got a lot of cards on the board, that just better your chances and your odds.
Now you said Billboard again. What's the track that was on the Billboard the first time?
BRS Cash and Mulatto. His CD went on the Billboard. It went number 98.
What's that experience? What's that like?
Man, it felt good. You know what I'm saying? It felt good. It felt like a hard work award. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because only you know how hard of work that you put in even to get to that point. It might not be as high as somebody else,
right,
but it's high off the ground enough for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it felt good. It made me feel like I can get a number one. That kind of boosted my confidence even more with it. Like, bruh, I truly believe if you can get any number on there, you can get down to number one. Even if it was 200, I'd have been like, I can get that number one.
Right.
I just gotta keep on.
You damn sure
I gotta keep on going, you know.
Do you have any other interests besides music?
Man, I like the golf, man. You like the fish and shit, man. You know, I like like, you know, I like that type of shit. You know.
Find it relaxing.
Yeah, I find that shit relaxing, man. Smoke a nice one, chill with your kids. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy life, man. Enjoy that weather. So yeah, I like a lot of other shit. I like to gamble too. You know, I'm a gambler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must say I'm a gambler.
I dibble and dabble, time to time, dibble and
Yeah,
dabble.
I'm in there.
Yeah, have our
Yeah.
vices.
Yeah,
I mean, what do you like to dice, cards? What's
I do dice, cards, football games, video games, whatever you want to do. We doing it. Yeah, I'm a gambler.
Yeah.
You know, so whatever you want to gamble on, I'm your guy for the gamble.
Just like that adrenaline rush.
Yeah, I just like to do it. You know, you got to know your limits with it, though. But you know what I'm saying? That's just like buying weed. When we blow that weed gone. You know what I'm saying? You, that shit is out of here. What's the difference in that? Like, what's the difference in blowing that? Or I take a little gamble or a little chance, because everything is a chance. Everything 50-50. Everything 50-50. So why not? I done lost big, and I done win big too. So it's all good. It all balances out at the end of the day. You feel me?
Life is good.
Yeah.
Shit. As long as you feel good about what you're doing,
Yeah.
who the fucking hate it? So, have you ever thought of, or at any point in your career, have you, and if you haven't, why, relocated outside of the Charleston area?
Yeah, I done been outside.
You done
of
did-
Charlotte.
you done did that?
Yeah, I done live a lot of different places. Like I done live in Florida. I done live in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? I done live in across on the West Coast. I done live a lot of different places, man. So, and I travel a lot. You know, like I definitely travel in both relationships with people for me to go pull up studio sessions or dealing with an artist. They like, hey, pull up. I gotta pull up.
Would you
never
say that
know
that's
your
a
chance.
necessary part of the grind?
Yeah. If you dealing with an artist and they telling you to pull up, you don't ever know what can happen that can change your life. You know, so I always just take that like that.
Right.
Because you never know what it's gonna be.
Out of the places that you travel to, what would you say you've had? What's been your more inspirational place?
Atlanta for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Atlanta for sure, man. You know, that's Black Hollywood, man. You go down there, you see them boys living it up. You know, we from Charleston, so we don't got all that, you know. So
Yeah.
that's a totally different experience, man. They killing the game with the music. Like, that's just the place that, you know, you want to get any inspiration, you go there. Like, I used to pass out little flash drives with beats, and you know what I'm saying, I would go in Neiman Marcus and sit down there, and I see a famous person or somebody, or, you know, you rap, you know what?
Yeah.
Get them boy a flash drive. You know?
We definitely missing that down here, man.
Yeah.
That's part of the game Charleston is missing, man. Just the infrastructure of how that shit, the ecosystem of how that thing moves.
Yeah, how it move.
You know, just
how
going
it
to the
work.
convenience store, you run into a motherfucker that can damn put you in a position to make a move. We missing that here, but you know, hopefully we'll get it soon.
Yeah,
man.
it'll come in the years to come. I see them boys bulling up. I see we supposed to get a David Buster's and shit like that.
Things like that.
Yeah.
So Charleston does have a a growing movie and TV industry. Have you been involved in any projects like that on the movie TV side?
Like I've done like little background music and stuff for some people, but I got family that's into that. Like I got a cousin, like my cousin Deke, he into that. Like he be in all the films and stuff like that. Like
Does that tweak your interest any, or is that just
yeah, because you get a beat on the movie soundtrack. That's a different type of money right there. That ain't just the little placement money on the album or something like that. Imagine you getting your beat on the top box type of movie, like a Spider-Man or something like that. Like
something like what Metro Boomin did with the latest Spider-Man?
yeah,
type?
like you know what I'm saying, or a Fast and Furious movie that or a Batman or something like that.
Yeah.
Man, your check would be crazy. You know.
Speaking of check, talk to him about publishing. We didn't really touch on that. We said the word, but we didn't let him know what publishing is.
All right, you got a writer and a composer shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the person who we made the record. But the publishing is the person who owned the record. That's why it's all about the publishing. Like, that's something separate than being a writer, composer, or just having a BMI. It's something totally different, you know? So when you release your music, you gotta go get you a publisher, man. They got plenty of publishers like Sony Music Publishing. Like I said earlier, BeatStars Publishing. And the only thing you do is type in your percentage, and that's a whole different check that come every quarter. I mean, every quarter, you know.
So I'm asking for myself.
Yeah.
Is that the same as the ASCAP?
No, it's a different check.
Different check.
But the ASCAP and BMI, they come every quarter too.
Okay.
So that's a whole different check. And if you got your writer or composer share and you got your publisher, then you getting 2 different checks.
All right. So this is information that you have to have if you're going to make it in this game.
Yeah, because that's why you always see them boys say sell the publishing. The publishing is the important. That's who owns the record. Like if I got publishing on your record, I got ownership on that record.
And once again, this is a question coming from me. It's like, isn't there situations where people who not necessarily have anything to do with anything can go and buy someone's publishing? Like somebody can buy your record if you don't have your shit together.
There's any type of deal is negotiable. It's up to you. Somebody, like I done had deals before that I've been offered for people to buy out my publishing. Like they'll be like, I'll give you this amount of dollars if I can take half more of your royalties or your publishing, you know, half more on your publishing. But I don't never do it though, because if you want to buy that much of my publishing, then I already know something. You about to do something major or something like that. So you gotta think about it for the long haul. I a long haul type of dude.
Right.
I think 10 years, 20 years down the line.
Did you acquire this knowledge just like from being in the game, or did somebody teach you this? Did you have a mentor, or was this just picking up books, internet?
All that I had to learn, trial and error, getting finessed. You know what I'm saying? Listening to people who are already in the game. You know what I'm saying? I had a cousin who, like I said, mentioned earlier, my cousin Jay Gotti. He was talking that business stuff when I was just talking about making beats. I just been making beats. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing about that.
Right.
But that's how I learned to do. Just trial and error. That's what anything, trial and error.
All right, well, that's it. That's all the questions that I have for you pertaining, the music industry and all of that good stuff. I mean, what else going on with the boy Breeze?
Man, shit, I just working, man. I got a lot of work coming out with a lot of independent artists, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the artists that I'm working with. Like, I got some big shit coming, man.
How can the people get in touch with you? How can they find you?
Hit me on Instagram, babybreeze843, or hit me on email, babybreeze843@gmail.com. Shit, my Facebook, I don't even be on the book. Matter of fact, just hit me on the Instagram, man.
IG.
You know what I'm saying? Hit me on the IG, man. That's how you can get in contact with me, man.
Speaking of IG, do you recommend that producers do any of the Instagram live type activities? Like, what are some of the ways that producers can use social media to help them spread?
Yeah, they can do that. They can go live and stuff like that, but pay for ads, man. If your shit ain't even popping like that right now, man, pay for ads, man. Like, you even see big time people still pay for ads, and this for a reason. You got to put yourself in front of people when there's a lot of people doing the same thing. McDonald's sell cheeseburgers every day, bro, but I bet you turn on the TV, you going to see a cheeseburger.
Yes,
that junk is all in your... If I see something enough, I'm going to click on it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to sacrifice that and pay for some ads just to get in the front. I'll do that on BeatStars. I'll do that on Facebook or Instagram. Pay for some ads. You don't got to do it all the time. Do that if you can. If you could afford to do it, I would do it, But if you gotta do it in increments, do it like that. All that count. All that boat like that. And I speak from experience because it been times that I couldn't pay for ads or something like that, but got to run my money back up, start paying for it again, and it pays off in the long run. But it's just a scratch. You gotta trust the process with it.
And that's that. Any other last words you want to leave your fans with, my fans with, the people with before we wrap this up?
Man, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to my boy Black Media. Shout out to all the fans, all the supporters. Yeah, I don't even call them fans, all of them, so just supporters, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the supporters, and shout out for everybody who rocking with us, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Plenty more to come.
Hey, well, it's your boy Rio, Black Dollars Media. Thank you very much for coming.
For sure.
Super producer, Charleston's own, Mr. Baby Breeze. He has definitely continues to put in the work. When you talk about the foundation of Charleston hip hop, his name is definitely in the conversation as one of the architects to the sound that you hear when you think of Charleston MC, Charleston music. And going into the future, just me speaking my observation, he is going to be one of those producers that's going to be at the center of what's going on. Him, Mossberg, others, you know, off the top of their head. You have definitely heard some music by him. And appreciate you coming by.
For sure, for sure.
Thank you. Anybody that's checking this out, please go check him out. YouTube channel, his Instagram, Baby Breeze. Budget is necessary. Nigga ain't working for free. We don't do that free shit. We ain't with that. Don't call me man wasting no time. I can already tell that you get all type of whatever the hell, man.
Yeah, the boy.
This is one of the
it'd be crazy, man.
This industry here is something else, man. This shit is crazy, man. They expect so much different. It's still a business, but they expect this business to run so much differently from any other regular business. But anyway, thank you. Good night, people. Y'all take it easy.
Sure.